Bourse has maintained a steady upturn this week. We've just seen how the markets closed today. Who are the biggest movers?
Today, the biggest movers were Safaricom. We could see that there was a lot of foreign interest in Safaricom at the moment. There was also a little bit of speculation by local investors on the upcoming annual results for the financial end of most financial institutions. So we tend to think with that is what is pushing up the market for now. But although it's still a little bit of a weak demand at the moment.
You've just mentioned Safaricom, and it's a very speculative stock. How's the demand and supply currently playing out on that counter?
Actually, today in the morning, there was a huge supply of Safaricom in the market. Then as trading went by, at the end of the trading today, there was totally no supply of Safaricom in the market. There is a foreign interest in Safaricom, majorly because the foreigners tend to think Safaricom is quite undervalued because it's trading at the moment at 5 shillings and 70 cents. JP Morgan did a research on Safaricom, and they placed it at a value of around 6 shillings and 40 cents. So we tend to think that is what is keeping Safaricom as a very speculative share at the moment.
How about Kenyan Cobble? It seems to have attracted quite a bit of interest in recent days. They've just completed an acquisition in Burundi. What are your prospects for that stock?
Definitely, we are looking at Kenyan Cobble. We see it going places. They have been on acquisition strategy for the past, I think, for the past half year. They actually acquired a 10% stake in a lubricant farm in Zambia. They also acquired an importer from Burundi, oil marketer from Burundi, and also this is the second acquisition actually in Burundi, making them the second largest oil marketer in Burundi at the moment. They also got an award from Kenya Pipeline on they had a legal issue with Kenya Pipeline where they were awarded 4 billion Kenya shillings, and we think that's going to really affect positively their bottom line at the end of the financial year.
And how is the international oil market going to play out in terms of returns for Kenyan Cobble this year?
Okay, basically we have seen the oil industry picking up, international oil industry. At the moment, oil is trading at around $79 per barrel. Basically, that is a huge difference with what it was last year. So I do feel with the economy picking up at a whole, we're going to see it also affecting the revenues of Kenyan Cobble, basically in a positive way.
Now, you've been very vocal about Mumias Sugar in previous market analysis. Yeah. The fears have been allayed of a struggling sugar industry after there has been deficits within the Comesa region. How do you value this stock currently, and what are you telling investors?
For us, we did a research on Mumias Sugar. We valued Mumias Sugar currently at around 16 shillings, and with the trade today it's traded at around 10 shillings. We still tend to think the stock is quite undervalued. We are looking at it at a long-term perspective, maybe a year or two. Mumias are up with very good strategies. We talked about the fortified sugar. They're also introducing water bottling from the reserve they have. Apart from that, we're also looking at them doing the ethanol plant. Apart from that, also we are looking at the Tarda project, which they're doing in association with the parastatal in Kenya. So basically, this will change them from a rain-fed agriculture system to an irrigation agriculture system. So on the long run, we tend to think Mumias has very good prospects here because of the diversification process.
Now, the government has announced that it will privatize some of the sugar companies it has shares in. How do you think this will impact on Mumias after those companies become profitable and eventually go into privatization?
Actually, speaking of that, Mumias also is strategizing to acquire some of these sugar industries. I tend to think they're among the best contenders for this sugar industry. We're looking at Nzoia. Basically, they share the same region. And Nzoia, among the private among the government industry, sugar mills which are going to be privatized, Nzoia is among the biggest. So in case Mumias acquires Nzoia, actually they'll make them the biggest sugar mill in Kenya, and actually the region in Eastern Central Africa. So we tend to think that is quite a good thing.